Welcome to D&D Extra.
You're so calm.
I am. It's a calm, relaxing day here.
Yeah, the chat room is empty and nobody's around.
Yeah, it's just me, David, with his new haircut. Yeah, well, actually he's wearing a hat, but he said his wife was giving him a haircut, so. Dude!
No, she did.
Oh, okay.
It's funny because she always wanted to give me haircuts before we got married, and I said no, I have somebody that does it. And then as soon as we got married, we realized how much money it might save. So for over 26 years, or actually almost in July, 26 years, she's the only person to ever give me a haircut.
Wow. I wouldn't trust Connie with my haircut for nothing.
Well, I didn't want to trust her until I realized she cut her dad's hair and cut other people's hair just because it was a family thing. I said, oh, sure, you can try cutting it.
Yeah, sure.
Since I've only got 74 up there anyway,
Yeah.
It's not like she's cutting your hair, because your hair, you could really mess up if you don't cut it.
It was funny because you said, I need an hour. She's going to cut my hair. And I thought, have you seen your hair? It didn't take an hour.
It's a haircut. It's a clean up the floor, clean up the chair, get a shower, get all that stuff. I just want to give you plenty of time.
I was watching The Returned.
But how fast did I text you? Like 40 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Yeah. I was watching The Returned, the French version, not the U.S. version, but the French version. Yes, it is so good.
Is that with the legs dangling in the water?
I think that may be no, that's the U.S. version.
Okay.
You don't want to watch that one. Watch the French version.
See, that's like The Office.
Yeah.
I didn't like the American version. I liked the British version.
Don't watch the American version. Watch the French version.
Okay.
It is TVMA, so just fair warning.
Yeah.
So, but Connie and I are watching it, so it's not that bad. So anyway, man, this week ought to be interesting. Why don't we go ahead and listen to the preview? Survivor, I'm not here to make good friends.
Okay.
So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
How big is loyalty?
You're playing both sides, but you come with us. We're going final 3.
Yeah. You can't play this game without getting a little dirty.
If I have to turn on her, I'm ready to fight.
This is the time to make a move.
The 3 guys have 2 idols. That scares me. That scares me too.
We got Julia on our side. We're just unstoppable.
Just when you think you're safe, whoops, there goes another blind side.
Okay, so there's obviously a blind side, because that was the post-vote thing he just said.
Right. Yep.
So what do you think's going to happen? I have no idea.
Did you read my rankings?
No, I haven't read them yet.
Oh, okay. I wrote some fan fiction because I've been so wrong this season. There's no point in trying to be right. And that's what's probably made this season so fun for me. And at the end of Dalton's EW interview with Probst, he says, give me the tease for next week. And he says, let's just say that I think people will be screaming at their TVs at the end of it.
Right.
And I wasn't sure if he was talking about the season or this episode, so I'm going to presume it was this episode.
Yeah, he was.
So my rankings, and since we're only talking to, 45 people or less or something right here. So
actually, so far, only like 9 people watch it. Of our 40-something patrons, only 9 watch it.
Okay, so to the awesome 9.
That's right.
I'll interpret to you my bottom pick this week, which I think is Ty. And here is the fan fiction, pure fiction, how I think it's going to happen. We already saw that Aubrey's going to talk to Ty to try and get him to come over.
Sure.
And what we also learned this week from Debbie in an exit interview, which we learned a lot, which we did not know. We don't know if it's all true, but we learned a lot.
Right.
We learned that she said Ty is a flipper. And I got a feeling other people think that too.
Right.
So I think Ty realizes he doesn't want to be a saboteur anymore, doesn't want to be like those guys, and he agrees to join the women after Aubrey talks to him.
Okay.
And then, however, Sydney and Julia know that Ty is a flipper, and he's still talking to the guys, and they don't want to trust him. So instead of trusting Ty, they decide to blindside Ty, so it at least gets an idol out of the game. So they're going to tell Ty that they're voting for Jason to get him to play as idol. And Ty tells Jason hey, they're coming for you. No, he doesn't tell him because he wants to go with the women. So that's the whole thing of it. He actually wants to work with them. So they get to the tribal, and Scott and Jason are sure that Ty's going to vote with them. So then they don't play any idols. And the girl's like, oh, man, we could have got Jason if he didn't play his idol. Because Ty said he won't give him his idol, which they don't believe Ty, but Ty is actually telling the truth. So here's the part that's going to make people scream. Because if somebody's going to scream, it's not cheer, it's like scream. And you don't scream when the good guys win, you scream when the bad guys win.
That's true.
So the girls actually throw their votes at Ty. Jason doesn't play his vote, and the world thinks, oh, they could have got rid of Jason. But they throw their votes at Ty. But Jason can see the votes, and he realizes that Ty voted for Jason. He voted with the women. So the women are sad that, one, Jason didn't play his idol, and two, Ty was telling the truth. But they voted him out anyway. After the votes are counted, Ty looks at Jason and says, hey, can we play the super idol? And Jason says, nope, you're on your own, buddy. See ya. Take your idol with you. And Ty is blindsided with an idol in his pocket. And I think that would make people scream at the TV because one,
right.
And two, Ty was telling the truth. He was sorry about being a saboteur, and he's telling the truth. And then at the end, Jason didn't save him, and he gets blindsided by the people he was trying to join. That will never happen. It's just fan fiction.
Is that what you were teasing on the on our regular episode when you said I'll talk about it to D&D Extra?
I don't remember what I was teasing now. It's a long time to remember anything that long.
Yeah,
You froze.
Yeah, I'm just so thrilled.
Okay.
All right, hold
Am
on.
I in high def?
Yeah, you're in high def. Looks awesome.
I'm on the Big Mac. I should probably go back to this for our podcast.
There we go. All right, well.
What do you think now that you've heard all this? And I don't necessarily think Aubrey's talking about turning on Julia, even though they showed Julia, because we know you can't trust that.
Right.
It could be a matter of her talking about turning on Michelle or turning on Sydney.
Yeah.
Although she already talked. No, she didn't talk about turning on Sydney. The guys did. So I think it's one of those two she's talking about turning on. Of course, I wrote all that Ty fiction before I saw this latest trailer, but I don't really care. I'm going to be wrong no matter who I pick.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, who knows?
Destroyed me in this challenge. There's no way I'm catching on this challenge.
Well, I mean, okay, so D&D Extra people. So apparently Ty did give the idol back to Jason.
And that was shared on Twitter, although it may have been taken down, but it was posted on Twitter. He answered the question.
And Jason posted it and then got in trouble from CBS. Right. I heard that from, like, non-David, so I don't remember where I heard.
You talk to people other than me?
Yeah, I do.
What's up with that? Man,
and there goes my camera again. It's been an awesome few weeks for camera and audio stuff for me, hasn't it?
And I'm on a Mac that's older than some of my kids, and it's still going strong.
I'm really frustrated with
I could say a joke about that.
No. You notice I chose my words very wisely.
Yes. My voice is still really bad. Nope. No, there you go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut this short. Idea who's going home. I mean, it could be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I don't think it's.
Are you gonna do a driving prediction?
Yeah, okay. I will. So, it looks like I either get audio or I get video, but I don't get both.
I'll take the audio for 100, please.
Yeah, me too. All right, everybody. So that's David's prediction for our D&D Extra, because after all, he is the smart one.
So don't put any points on Ty if you're in any games or competitions.
Yeah.
That is the safe pick for this week.
Yeah, really. I just don't know. I mean, but you have a point about you only yell at tribal if like something you didn't want to happen happens.
And to me, it's kind of a sad story because Ty was telling the truth. He wanted to work with the women to take out the men, and he was not going to share his idol with them if one of them got the votes, you know. And then all of a sudden they realize it, but it's too late. The votes are already cast.
Right. What if it's
go down the list. Go down the whole list. If it's Joe, nobody's going to scream at Joe.
No one's going to scream at Joe.
What about
They won't scream at Aubrey. They won't scream at Michelle. They might scream at Julia, but only if they like really set us up for it.
But to me, yeah, they'd really have to set us up because to me, they just haven't sold her as much.
Right.
Only lately has she really been a part of it. Because she won, and then she was the flip between one side or the other. And the guys, they wouldn't scream at the TV if it's one of Scott or Jason.
Yeah.
To me, they went so far, and our feedback said it well this week, that from our listeners, they really have done well to protect Ty, to make him seem remorseful and just so likable. And then for some reason, Debbie's action interview about him being a flipper and that she probably wouldn't have given him the money just really stuck. You know, and I don't know how much is still factual a year later, but still, that was just interesting that she said that.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder if we're not seeing all of Ty. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I'm wrong. It doesn't matter.
I don't have any idea.
I look forward to your driving prediction this week.
Yeah, I don't even. Maybe I won't do one.
No, you have to do one.
No, I don't have to do one.
Or
There's
you can
no
tell
contract, no law or contract that says I have to do one.
Yes, there is. So just tell them in your driving prediction to remind them that Jeff Pittman is joining us this week.
That's
and
right.
And then tell them to go read Colton and David's rankings and see the craziness they're talking about.
Well, Colton's got to send them in first.
Oh, he hadn't sent it in?
Uh-uh.
I'll message him, make sure he remembers.
Just you. So, all right, buddy. Thanks for watching D&D Extra, y'all. It's super exciting this week.
Can I say what Colton said?
But, hey, they're not becoming patrons to watch the D&D Extra. It's just a perk. So it's not like we're disappointing them. So, talk to you later.
All right.
Bye. I promise you I can hang up. All right, here we go.